A very warm good morning to all of you. We'll start this morning with National Anthem. So I request all of you to please stand. Bharat Sindh, Gujarat, Maratha, Dravida, Utkal, Banga, Vindhya, Himachal, Yamuna, Ganga, Uchchal, Jaladi, Taranga, Tab Subh Naame Jage, Tab Subh Asis Mange, Gaye Tab Jaya Gatha, जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे. Thank you. Now I request dignitaries to please come on the dais. Honorable Chief Guest of today's function, Dr. A.K. Singh Sir, Director IRI, Guest of Honor, Professor Anupam Verma, former Dean IRI and National Professor, Dr. Rasmi Agrawal Ma'am, Dean and Joint Director Education, IRI, Dr. Hanu Pappu, Washington State University, Professor Hanu Pappu, Washington State University, Dr. Sally Praveen Ma'am, Course Director and Head Division of Biochemistry, IRI, Dr. Manjaiya and other core committee members of NAHP CAST program, distinguished scientists from different divisions and sister institutes, trainees from various state agriculture universities and ICR research institutes, students, staff, and my dear friends. I welcome you all to this valedictory function of NAHP CAST training program, which is on the topic Omics, Tools and Techniques for Nutritional Evaluation and Enhancement, under the leadership of Dr. Sally Praveen Ma'am, the course director. So I'll start this wonderful morning with a quote which has been given by Alba Edison, that is, the doctor of the future will no longer treat the human with the drugs, but rather will cure and prevent diseases with nutrition. So with this brief note, now I request course director to please give the welcome and opening remarks.
Thank you, Dr. Ranjan. Before I start, today is a special morning for us. Why I am saying so, special morning? Because we are the first one to invite and having with us Dr. A.K. Singh, our newly selected director for IARI. And you can witness the today's morning. Why? Because in the inaugural function, Dr. A.K. Singh was present there. And that time we thought that we will include his lecture. But because of his busy schedule, and today again he is going to be with us as a chief guest and as a director IRI. So first of all, a very, very warm welcome to Dr. A.K. Singh. Another guest I can say is Professor Anupam Verma, a very well-known academician and a former dean and mentor to many of us present in this hall. So your presence today is really inspiring, and I feel that you will appreciate the efforts going on in this division on nutritional aspects. So warm welcome to you, sir. Our dean is also here. So nice of you, Dr. Rashmi, for your presence. We have Hanu Pappu, who agreed to our request. And we have Dr. Manjaiya also, Associate Dean, involved in this program. So as I mentioned, today is a special day for us in this division. All those who are sitting here, we are witnessing that a great illuminary, a person dedicated to science as our director. So, sir, your presence today is encouraging and helping us to motivate our youngster also, so that the work we have started in the area of nutrition, we will continue more under your guidance. So today we gathered here to conclude, or it's a valedictory function for a 12-day training program. And this training program is under NAHEP CAST program. The PI of the program is Dr. Vishwanathan. Somehow he is not able to make it in today's function because he has to attend some meeting in ICAR. So this program is a brainchild of our former dean, Dr. R.K. Jain, and Dr. A.K. Singh and Dr. Vishwanathan are instrumental in bringing this program in the area of genomics. So why we are here in the area of genomics? Because we address omics part right from genome to metabolome in the area of nutritional enhancement and evaluation. And this training program of 12 days we conducted to give hands-on training and various lectures by different professionals coming in the area, from the area of biochemistry, biotechnology, and molecular breeding. So different, and the best thing of this program is that each and every lecture is webcasted. So all the things are available on YouTube, so that other students in different universities will get the benefit of these lectures. So this time we had created a domain, as sir you have suggested in the inaugural session, that omics.tools-biochemistry is the domain at YouTube, where all our 17 to 18 lectures are figuring. So that in one domain one can find all the lectures. So I hope the 33 students participating from different universities and institute, they have took the advantage along with our students. And one thing I want to confess today, that not only you get benefited, our faculty and myself also get the benefit of listening to various important talks in this session. So once again, I welcome you all in this valedictory function. And without taking much time, I think I will invite Dr. Ranjan. Two of my course coordinate, I want to mention the names of Dr. Ranjit Ranjan Kumar and Dr. Suneha Goswami, because both of them worked really hard for over a month to bring this course into this form. So we released our manual also on the first day, and based on that, various practicals were conducted. So I now request Dr. Ranjan to give you a brief report. And I hope you have a PowerPoint presentation. So please be sir here for 10 minutes overview what we did in last 12 days.
So in order to give a glimpses of 12 days training program, so I have prepared few slides and one small 5 minutes video. So maybe in coming subsequent slides, so I'll take you to the selection procedure and then what type of practical and talk so we conducted under this training program. So sir, so here we can see we received almost more than 125 applications from different state agriculture universities and ICAR research institutes. So there was a screening committee under the chairmanship of Dr. Shelly Praveen ma'am, along with Dr. Rachana Sachdev and Dr. Anil Dahuja sir. And then based on the criteria of educational qualification, research areas, future research planning, and then how training is going to help them. So based on these 4 criteria, we could able to select 33 trainees from different part of India. Can I have the next slide? So these are the 33 trainees which we selected. Can I have the next? So if you see the demographic stat of trainees, so almost 54% belongs to general, 24% from the SC/ST, and 21% from the OBCs. Regarding demographics, so 45% were male and then 54% female. And if you see the state representation, so we almost try to select candidates from different states of India as shown here. So these are the glimpses of inaugural of the training program. So we invited Director IRI, Joint Director Research IRI, Dean Ma'am, and then other core committee members of NHP CAST. And we also released one technical manual for this training program. So regarding talks, so we planned that we'll follow the basic platform of omics. We started with the epigenomics, and a very wonderful talk was given by Dr. Suresh Kumar, Principal Scientist, Division of Biochemistry, IRI. Then we also invited Dr. Archana Sachdev ma'am, and she had given talk on nutrigenomics. Then transcriptome and proteome, so that talk I have given. And then we also invited Dr. N.K. Singh sir, who talked about functional genomics. Then Shelly ma'am, so she started this invitee talk series with nutrition and health. So we also invited Tara ma'am, so she had given Skype talk on pearl millet and nutrition. And if you see the metabolome part, so we have a series of speakers like Dr. Anil Dahuja sir, who introduced the term bioavailability assay and its importance in our day-to-day life. Dr. Gyan Prakash Misra sir, who talked about biofortification in legumes. Then we also invited some of the faculties from outside IRI, like Dr. Dinesh Kumar, a very renowned scientist from ISRI, who talked about different softwares and omic platforms and how to characterize the big data. We also invited ADG Dr. Venkateshwarlu. He had given a very informative talk on omega-3 fatty acid. We also invited scientist professor from Department of Post-Harvest Technology, Dr. S.K. Jha sir. He talked about the utility of this and how best we can process and then make it in economic terms. We also invited some of the scientists to talk on seed quality. So Dr. Archana Singh ma'am, so she had given very wonderful talk on different aspects of starch and resistant starch. So we also invited PI of this project, Dr. Vishwanathan sir. So he very nicely introduced the term phenomics, past, present, and future. We also visited some of the places like Nanaji Deshmukh Phenomics Center, where Dr. Sudhir Kumar, he nicely demonstrated different parts of phenomics and how they are working for the phenome of the plants. We also invited two speakers from BRC and then from our IRI Seskra sir, who had given very wonderful talk on radioisotope and its use in mutation breeding. So this was in brief. Can I have the next slide? So if you see, these are the list of the talks and the invitee speakers. So we had almost 18 invitees talk under this 12 days training program. And then we also thought of one theme under the Science for Future, where we invited Dr. Srinivasan sir to give a talk on a very innovative topic that was past, present, future, and forever enzymes. And it was enjoyed by all the trainees. Regarding practicals, so we conducted almost 10 practicals. So we started with the green extraction of vitamin E, where course director Dr. Shelly Praveen ma'am, she was himself involved in conducting that practical. Then we also did some of the expression analysis using quantitative real-time PCR and then two-dimensional electrophoresis, which was taken by me. Then we also conducted a practical on phytic acid estimation, which was conducted by Dr. Archana Sachdev ma'am and Dr. Monica Jolie ma'am. We also conducted some of the quality parameters, where Dr. Veda Krishnan and Dr. Archana Singh ma'am, she conducted starch estimation and then some of the enzyme activity assay. We also did green extraction for vitamin A, which was taken by Dr. Sweta. We also conducted some of the enzyme activity like beta glucosidase activity, which was conducted by Dr. Anil Dahuja sir and Dr. Raja Rani ma'am. We also did methylome DNA methylation experiment, which was conducted by Dr. Suresh Kumar sir. And lastly, we did some of the protein profiling using the STS pace, estimation of comprehensive acid value, comprehensive peroxide value, and then cold percolation method, which was the novel one. And this was conducted by Dr. Suneha Goswami. So these are the list of the practicals which we conducted under 12 days training program. Can I have the next? So these are some of the slides, sir. We visited, as I told, we visited Nanaji Deshmukh Plant Phenomics Center, and then, so this is the glimpses of that. So we also conducted one quiz competition where course director Dr. Sally ma'am and Professor Dr. Anil Dahuja sir, so they chaired this. And then maybe today we are going to announce the winner also. So these are some of the snaps for the Science for Future theme, where Dr. Srinivasan, he presented nicely different dimensions of enzymes. So as I told, just go back, as I told, we have a small video. So can you play this? No, it's okay. Oh. So thank you all. Now I request dignitaries to please come on the dais. Now we have completed presentation part. So now it's time to distribute the certificates. So now I request today's chief guest and then guest of honor to please distribute the certificates to the trainees. So I will go on telling the name and you please come and join. Sarvanan K. And please give a big hand. Archana Kumari from PAU Ludhiana. Amrinder Singh from SCOS Jammu. Gosangi Avinash from Ludhiana. Ashwin Kumar Katral from IRI New Delhi. Rahul Sen from Assam Agriculture University, Assam. Partha Mandal from AAU, Assam. Tarunit Kaur from NDRI, Karnal. Prudhvis K from UBKB, West Bengal. Sonu Kumari from SDAU, Gujarat. Ansu Wali from SCOS, Jammu. Hina Rani from PAU Ludhiana. Arun Kumar from SBPUT Meerut. Bhavsar Vartika from SDAU Gujarat. Shreya Mandal from IRI New Delhi. Give a big hand. Pradeep Kumar from SBPUT Meerut. Ritambra from AU Noida. Kavita Dubey from IRI New Delhi. Sumedha Ahuja from IRI New Delhi. M. Sai Krishna from Anand Agriculture University, Gujarat. Dhurvin Kumar from Anand Agriculture University, Gujarat. Purva Asrani from IRI New Delhi. Ansif Ali from IRI New Delhi. Nishant S. from IRI, New Delhi. Shamima Praveen from IRI, New Delhi. Sunil Kumar from IRI, New Delhi. Pandurang from IRI, New Delhi. Pramod S.A. from University of Agriculture Science, Bangalore. Subhas P. from University of Agriculture Science, Bangalore. Satish M. from University of Agriculture Science, Bangalore. Pratap V. from IRI, New Delhi. Simardeep Kaur from IRI, New Delhi. Praveen S. from IRI, New Delhi. So we have few certificate of appreciation also, sir. So few of the staffs, they worked really hard to help us in conducting these experiments. Dr. Monica Jolly, ma'am, IRI, New Delhi. Raza Rani, ma'am, IRI, New Delhi. Narendra Kumar. Mrs. Raza Rani, ma'am. Narendra Kumar. Prachi Tyagi. Maharishi Tomar. Please come fast. Sandeep Kumar. Monica Avana. Karisma Seem. And last, Megha Agrawal. Give a big hand. Thank you, sir, because it was really tough to distribute almost 40 certificates. So now I invite one of the trainees, Amrinder Singh, to please share his experience of 12 days with us.
An ignited mind is the most powerful weapon on the earth, above the earth and under the earth, and this can be achieved through education. Education is the most profitable investment for the future. A very warm good morning to everyone on the dais and off the dais. I, Amrinder Singh, PhD scholar from SCOS Jammu, deem it to be great honor and privilege to stand before you and deliver formal feedback on behalf of my fellow trainees attending World Bank ICR-funded NAHEP CAST short-term training entitled Omics Tools and Techniques for Nutritional Evaluation and Enhancement at Division of Biochemistry, IRI, New Delhi. First of all, I would like to congratulate Dr. A.K. Singh sir on behalf of all my fellow trainees for assuming charge as Director IARI. That is one of the most prestigious institutes of India. Congratulations, sir. Personally, when I came here for this training, I had very little idea about nutritional evaluation and enhancement by using omics tools and techniques. But after attending this training, I can strengthen my ongoing research. I will also transfer knowledge gained from this training to my university, where my fellow colleagues will get benefit from this, as it was very nicely structured and scheduled, and it covered all relevant topics, be it proteomics, functional genomics, nutrigenomics, epigenomics, ionomics, metabolomics, etc. Throughout the training, we got opportunity to hear lectures by eminent scientists who shared their expertise and experiences, which will definitely help us in future. This training made us to interact with most eminent scientists of the country. We feel transformed practically, personally, and academically. All lectures and practicals of this training program were webcasted live, and we can access those lectures in near future also, sir. Indeed, this was our first experience to be part of a live program. NAHEP CAST provided us a wonderful platform where we learned many techniques under one roof, be it like qPCR, 2D page, UPLC, biochemical estimations like vitamin A, phytic acid, amylose content, etc., on which current and future research relies on. The hands-on training enlightened and enhanced our knowledge. Words are not sufficient to thank scientists, technical staffs, and students for spending their valuable time for such beneficial cause. The interaction with students and scientists was really outstanding. I take this opportunity to thank course director Dr. Shelly Praveen ma'am, head of division biochemistry, and Dr. Ranjan Kumar and Dr. Sneha Goswami, coordinators of this course, for arranging such a good training program and making our stay at IARI memorable one. Dr. Shelly ma'am, I am sure no one of us is going to waste food, and we will tell others about it also. That was a take-home message also. Your talk on social development goals was very informative one. Special thanks to Ranjit Ranjan sir for always being there for us and taking care of things on and off the lab. I must thank staff of former hostel, our cab driver, cameraman, and all involved directly or indirectly with this training. I thank Dr. Hanu R. Papu, Professor, Washington State University, for delivering such an informative talk on things to look for before applying for a job. That's the most important part of our academic courses. Sir, it was a privilege to listen to you. In last, I thank you all for providing such a wonderful platform to all of us and making our stay here a memorable one. Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Amrinder. Now I invite Tarunit Kaur to please share her experiences with us.
Good morning to one and all present here. Myself, Tarunit Kaur, and I'm a PhD scholar from Animal Biochemistry Division of NDRI Karnal. I, on behalf of all the applicants and the trainees, would first like to extend our thanks to the NHP CAST World Bank for sponsoring such wonderful trainings for us. Not only this, but all the one in line, they keep on sponsoring us. That's how we are able to gain this. So thank you for that. Next, on communicating with all the fellow mates, I could firmly state that this training has been mostly beneficial for all of us. The training not only focuses to delivers the application of omic tools in the nutritional upliftment of the crops and plants, but it also extends to the animal sciences. So the multidisciplinary knowledge which we have attained from this training will always be treasurable. Next thing I would like to highlight is the lectures. The lectures were planned so nicely. Not only they were planned nicely, but they were delivered so nicely that we didn't feel getting diverted or feeling sleepy for even a second. Special mention to the lectures by Dr. Shelly Praveen ma'am, Dr. Vishwanathan sir, Dr. Bhupender Singh sir. They were very informative and very impressive. And yes, not to forget the lecture by Dr. Srinivasan sir. He actually brought 3D dummy models in the classroom itself to make us understand the concept of enzymes. So like, what could be better than that? So really thanks to all the good guest lecturers who delivered these lectures in a such nice manner to us. A very nice gesture for the Skype talk. It was all the way through Jodhpur, and Dr. Tara ma'am, she explained the importance of pearl millet in the diet in a very nice manner, and we actually get exposed to a new way of learning education, that is through Skype talk. And this training not only focuses on this bunch of 33 people, I would like to say. This actually focused to every learner who is sitting at the home, sitting at the research lab, sitting anywhere, just by a click of YouTube. If you aspire to learn this, even if you are scientist, even if you are faculty, or even if you are somebody who wants to learn this concept, you can learn this by just sitting at your home by YouTube. So that was a very nice feature. And also I would like to mention that this training not only focused to impart knowledge to us, but it also tried to evaluate us. It actually held a post-evaluation round in the form of questionnaires, and also they asked us to prepare PPT at the end. So we have to present our work and how this training has helped in our work. So that was a very nice thing, that they judge what we are taking along to our research labs. And another important thing I would like to mention is the exhaustive learning which we got regarding the concept of pearl millet. Like before that, I was not much aware of this importance since I come from an animal background. So just on the same day when we received 3 classes on the importance of pearl millet, I called my mother in the evening and asked her to purchase one and kind of include it in the diet anyhow. I told her that I'll be explaining her the benefits once I'll come back, but just for now bring it. So thank you for that. And also very important thing to mention is the hard work which was going on at the back end. It was getting reflected in every minute activities which were going around us, like the timely arrangement of the rows here, the timely welcome of the guests, the forgiving of the memento at the end, and the cab arrangement. Even if we are stepping down, Ranjit Ranjan sir used to call the cab, where are you, you are going to pick them up. So that was so nicely arranged, and they were taking care of all these small activities in a very nice manner. Not only that, they were keep asking us, like, if you people are facing any problem during your stay, if there's anything wrong with the quality of the food you are receiving. So this is very important, and we should really appreciate this behind the scenes mehnat, I would like to say. So all thanks to Dr. Suneha Goswami ma'am and Dr. Ranjit Ranjan sir for that. They actually took care of us like their own kids, like we are belonging to IRI, and they were very friendly and helpful to us. Next, I would like to say thank you. Next, I would like to also highlight the point that about Dr. R.R. Kumar sir. He used to sum up the lectures in such a nice manner, I can't tell you. Every lecture when it got over, he used to come up and sum up with a very good one-liner. And we used to get we were wondering, like, how did he make this one-liner on spot so easily? And by the next class, we started getting, excited. Now what he's going to say, So one example I can cite, he say, kings of grain meets the gods of grain. So that is because we were getting 3 lectures back to back about pearl millet on one day, and the next day we had to attend a lecture on wheat. So we should not get confused regarding what to include, what to not include. He wanted to make this clear, like, yes, kings of grain is wheat and gods of grain is pearl millet. So you should be having both of it. So thanks to you, sir. So at the end, I really like to thank everybody. Now, before thanking everybody, I would also like to mention one point. Like when I was coming today for the valedictory, I thought that everything is winded up. We have completely transformed. We have got all the omics knowledge we could get from this training, from all the levels of omics, genomics till the level of metabolomics. But yes, these people didn't spare us on the last day, and they tried to transform us to actually become a good person who can be easily recruited. So thanks Dr. Hanu Papu sir for bringing that very important point. We are nothing until unless we are recruited anywhere. Thank you, sir. So I thank everybody who was involved in this training directly or indirectly, and who actually worked hard to bring this beneficial aspects of it to us. Moreover, I would like to encourage every student or any researcher who is sitting at their research lab to keep filling this kind of application forms. Believe me, these trainings are utmost beneficial and they are going to help you a lot. Thank you.
Thank you, Tarunit, for your kind words. Now it's time to announce the winner of quiz contest. So I invite course director to please do this honor.
So it's a wonderful time when we had a quiz in the evening, and Dr. Suneha organized that quiz in 4 different sections, including general science, sports, literature. So based on evaluation and pass-on rounds, we declared that day that all are winners. So 24 students participated in 4 different teams, and based on the marks given by Dr. Anil Dahuja, the first prize goes to a team belonging to Pratap V. And you please introduce your members, team members. Please stand up. Gosangi Avinash, Pandurang, Shamina, Sunil Kumar and Madhastu. This is a team which got the first prize. And second prize goes to Savarna, Simardeep, Praveen, Amrinder, Sonu and Hina. And third prize, there is a tie. So all 4 are winners. So third prize is Archana Kumari, Ashwini Kumar, Arun Kumar, Shreya, Ritambra and Vedi. And another third prize goes to Rahul Sen, Anshu, Bhavarkar, Pradeep, Nishant and Prudvesh. So all 24 are the winners. And yesterday your quiz organizer is asking me that what I have to give it to all the winners. Then initially we decided let's have a chocolate for everybody. But she emphasized, no, we have to give something nutritious. So you all have a packet of kishmish today that you can collect from your course coordinator.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I request Dean and Joint Director Education, Dr. Rasmi Agrawal, ma'am, to share her valuable remarks.
Thank you, Dr. Ranjan. Good afternoon, everyone. And it's my pleasure, and I'm really delighted to hear all of you. First of all, Honorable Director of the Institute, newly joined Director of the Institute, Dr. A.K. Singh, and greetings from my side and a warm welcome. Our most respected Professor Verma, who is a stalwart, a legendary and a great scientist, great academician, former dean, former national professor ICR, at present advisor in ASTU program. We are very delighted, sir, to have you here. And also course director, Dr. Shelly Praveen. So it's my pleasure and proud privilege to be here. And first of all, my congratulations to Dr. Shelly Praveen and her team, Galaxy of Scientists and course coordinators, Dr. Sneha and Ranjit Ranjan. And they have really worked very, very hard. This is shown by the students' feedback, trainees' feedback, and also the course structure going through the manual which I saw series of lectures by eminent scientists, and also hands-on training for all the omics tools, most of the omics tools, starting from transcriptomics, metabolomics, as said, ionomics, and nutrigenomics. And the topic is really, really very relevant in today's context, that we are very much on the top level for the production and productivity for many of the crops, but nutrition level in our population is very, very low. Still, many of the, like 1/3 of the population goes hungry, and nutrition is less. So looking into this present context, the training was very appropriately organized, and I am so happy that all you trainees' eyes are sparkling. Initially, when we came for the inauguration, little bit you were apprehensive, what will be the training program, what we will learn out of all these 11 days, so exhaustive program. But I see that each eye is so sparkled that they will definitely, at least more than 50% of you will take home the message that how you can utilize these tools and techniques in your program. So in this this program is very well organized by NHEP CAST. I welcome and thank Dr. H.R. Pappu, professor from Washington State University. And friends, I will tell you that he is alumnus of IRI. He did his MSc from Division of Plant Pathology. So we are very proud, Dr. Pappu, that he is doing so well in Washington State University, and all of you are so benefited by his presence. He had come here for the International Conference of Indian Phytopathological Society. This was 7th International Conference, was being organized from 16th to 20th. And sir, we are so happy and delighted that you enlightened the minds. They had already taken so much of message through lectures and practicals, but the message you gave, how they will be preparing for their future settlement and their career. So that's very, very important. And at this stage, when their minds are so young, some of them are MSc students also, and most of them are PhD students. So after their completion of their degrees, they will be definitely would like to take up their future programs in the form of PDF, or they will be joining as scientists. So this message is very, very important for them. And whatever they have learned, they will take in their future programs also. And once again, I would like to thank all the core team members, all the associate members of the NHEP CAST, and all others who were associated directly or indirectly in this program. And all the best wishes to all the students for getting training. And I heard one of the trainees said that we now feel part of IRA. Definitely you are part of IRA. Once you have got training, 12 days exposure under this program, you are associated with IRI. So you don't feel that you are not part of IRA. So anytime you can contact IRA for any matter, all the faculty, including from top to bottom, everybody will be there to help you in any manner. And for any research program or any other networking program or any other hurdles, normally when you go into the research field, you will find a lot of hurdles will be there. So those can be solved with mutual understanding and collaboration and cooperation. So with these words, once again, I thank you all of you. And I especially thank Dr. Shelly Praveen to having invited me and giving me this opportunity to say a few words to all of you. Thank you. All the best wishes.
I might add what Dr. Agarwal just mentioned, that part of IRI forever. I did my, I think I have a loud enough mouth. At least my wife says that. So I don't need it. So everybody can hear. So I'm sorry. That's important that what Dr. Agarwal said, so I'm compelled to get up and interrupt the whole program. Oh, is it being recorded?
Yeah.
I better be careful. Because I graduated from IRI before you guys were born. But I'm still here. They're trying to get rid of me, but they can't. So I keep showing up. So again, because, again, as I said, you are here, you are part of IRI forever. And we have actually an informal network in the US, those of us who came from IRI. And we meet during professional conferences and kind of relive our days in Hemant Hostel and Vasant Hostel and all that. Again, use this opportunity to maintain this professional network with your teachers and everyone throughout your career and take advantage of it. You had a very unique opportunity to be in a top-notch research institution and you should take advantage of that in your career down the road. All right? So you're always part of IRI. Thank you.
Oh, it's okay. So thank you, sir, for your helping hand and open offer. So thank you, ma'am, for your nice talk. So now I request today's guest of honor, Professor Anupam Verma, sir, to please share his valuable remarks.
Good morning. First of all, the chief guest of today, Dr. Ashok Kumar Singh, long awaited, and that he has joined as director, so heartiest congratulations to you. This is your first official function on a working day. And we are proud that he's there as director of the institute, because the institute was nearly headless for over 4 years. So you have a lot of things to carry forward too. And wishing you all the best. Dr. Rashmi Agarwal, the current dean, you have heard her, all clear. She has already made you, all of you have come from any place, IRI alumni. So you are in the list of IRI alumni. IRI has a very large heart. So we would like to have more and more people coming in. Dr. Shelly Praveen, the head, all of you have seen her working with the program, the colleagues. It's a vibrancy which is very important. And she has come. Ranjit Ranjan, always smiling, you don't know whether he has any workload. Sneha, of course, very quiet, sitting. I would like to congratulate Shelly. I would like to take name of all of you, but would like to congratulate you. And also the speakers who were here, Hanu Pappu. So nice that you motivated all of them to go to US. Hanu Pappu has been playing very important role in the human resource development for India as such. I don't know what is the number of students from India who have come. I don't know whether we have tallied that. But he's always willing to accept and maintains the contact. Now I'm here at a loss. My favorite question to the biochemists when they come to me for anything has been, including Shelley and her colleagues and other biochemists I know, that what do we know about the nutrition part of our crops? Only yesterday I learned that there are 554 crops grown in the country. I didn't know this number, because some time back I analyzed that how many crops are of importance to the world nutrition. Hardly 12. But we are growing 554. Because all these crops have evolved through the nature. You call it God has developed them, whatever the name you want to give it. I call it nature. And every crop, every plant which is growing has a purpose to it. That purpose, we know that, if you go to old literature, Upanishads, haldi, for example, was being used. It was to be patented in the US. Fortunately, Indian scientists interfered. Now you have the patent. There are many crops like this. So my patent question used to be for the biochemists that we must know what is nutrition of our crops. For example, all of you know Ramdana, the amaranth. How many of you know it among the trainees? See, I thought everybody would say. We don't know because we know Ramdana is taken, and that has been taken for ages. But we actually do not know that what is the purpose, what benefits it gives, except for the fact that you have a gene cloned in the country to provide very important nutrition And that's, what is it called, EMA 1. And I can tell you there are 554 EMAs around. Each one of them. Take the case of drumstick. In South India, drumstick, you know drumstick? How many of you know drumstick? Oh, that's good. So you know only the drum part or the stick part? Every part of drumstick plant is important. But we have not done the analysis. If you look at it, we try to find out what is the analytical difference, you don't get it. There is a thing called elephant foot. How many of you know elephant foot? See? You know it? Okay, elephant foot is usually taken by the people in northern India, because in South India it's all the time available. In northern India it is taken during Diwali time. There has to be a purpose behind that. I was trying to look for what is the nutrition part of it, what analysis, and it's difficult to find. However, if you look at taro, you will get it. You know the message? So, my request to all of you, including dairy scientists, okay, is to form a network. This is an opportunity. Apart from what you are doing, you have learned omics, all aspects of omics here. Learning will be known by you when you start using it. But keep this nutrition part, the main component of this training program, so that in a matter of maybe 10 years, because 5 will be too short, we have the data for all the important, not important, all the crops which are grown. As I said, still we have not discovered many things which are available. So if you have the network, you keep on doing what you are doing. You do this as a hobby. In fact, I remember having the first meeting with the biochemists. I requested to do this. So, but now you have a very large networking. Some of our students, but you are going to go somewhere, working on this. And if you keep this in mind and develop our own data, because we are short of data on this important aspect. Talking of nutrition, dairy, do you know why camel milk is more important than the cow milk? But people don't know. Because camel milk, is the one which provides immunity to much greater extent. So in milk, cow's milk also you have 2 different types. I'm not going to do this. But we need to know why Mahatma Gandhi was taking only goat milk. Our data on goat milk is not sufficient. I'm just saying that it's not just the plants, it's also the animal system, where nutrition is the key. As Ranjan said, you have to treat all diseases. I would not say diseases to be treated by nutrition. I think that is stretching too much. But diseases can be kept at bay through nutrition. And then, so first you do the evaluation, the first part of the training, and then go to fortification or whatever it is. Of course, 2 things come together. Remember, also involve the microbiologists. It's the microbiome which is going to play a much important role in the utilization of whatever the nutrition is coming through. So you have a very big program, 554. I think perhaps the number will grow if you analyze. I don't know. It's the figure I got yesterday. So I have not been able to look at all those 554 what they are, but I'm not surprised because we grow so many things. And things keep coming in mind that what you can do. So I wish you all the success. I'm very happy, as Dr. Rashmi Agarwal said, with your sparkling eyes, that what you plan to do with all that you have learned. So wish you all the best. And heartiest congratulations for completing training, and congratulations to those also who have performed this training. And congratulations to IERI for having such trainings being done and playing an important role on the national footprint to leave that the national human resource development is taken care of. So, congratulations to all, and we start.
Thank you, sir. So now the most awaited time is over. So now it's time to invite Head of Family and Chief Guest of today's function, Dr. A.K. Singh, sir, Honorable Director, IRI, to please give his valuable report.
A very good afternoon to each one of you. Most esteemed Professor Anupam Verma, our teacher and mentor, Dr. Rasmi Agarwal, Dean, Postgraduate School IRI, Dr. Sally Praveen, Head Division of Biochemistry, our distinguished guest today, Dr. Hanu Pappu, all the faculty members and distinguished trainees. It's indeed a great pleasure for me to speak to you this afternoon as my first official function after I have taken over as Director IRI. The importance of such training programs are, cannot be any overemphasized because I was beneficiary of one such training program I mentioned yesterday also when Professor Verma was Dean of PG School and we had just joined the faculty of IRI. And we had about 3 months training in Texas A&M University. Many of the faculty members went to different US universities. And it is after going to such training program, we came to know about and realize our strength, what we have. This little exposure is so important. At that point of time, such opportunities within country were not available, many, and we had to go for the offshore training program. And being there for 3 months when I also participated in teaching some classes, my Professor Alan Fritz, he had to go away for 15 days and after he came back, he says that the students want that you should continue the full trimester. Now, that is what gave me the kind of confidence as a teacher that it was never looking back when I came back. And it has been a great strength. Now, the hands-on training in recent tools and techniques, earlier we had to go to Erie for 10 days, 15 days. We are now fortunate to offer those kinds of training program within country. And when I see the presentation, organization, and the lectures, hands-on training, I can say with confidence that it is second to none, one-to-one, what we can get in any world-class institution. So my congratulations to Dr. Sally for bringing this excellent training program to the students. The Division of Biochemistry is a good example for other divisions to look at. The kind of transformation that has happened. The previous head, Dr. R.D. Rai, brought a lot of infrastructural changes, capacity building. But Dr. Sally has, while strengthened that part, she has completely brought an academic transformation. When I look at the faculty, all of you here, when you look at the publication record, the impact factor in the journal, it stands out from all other divisions. With very limited faculty of 10, maybe 12 people, but the kind of publication output it is there, the impact is really great. And I wish all other divisions compete, because this was one thing when I was looking at the, preparing for my interview for the director post, I was looking at the publication records of the faculty in different divisions and where we stand. In a faculty of 489 at present against 562 approved cadre strength, our publication record is not very impressive, and that is something that we are really concerned. Hardly 35 to 37 papers in journals which are more than 4 impact factor, international impact factor. So that's a very small number and something which is really worried. And I think these things should become very, very important parameters to look at while evaluating the performance of our faculty and the role of students. I was just saying in the morning to a student group came to meet that students are the great contributor to our research program, and almost 60-70% publication is in common with the students' research work. And therefore, this kind of training, wherever you have come from, when you go back, you try to, I think I would wish that for all the lectures which have been delivered here, you have all the PowerPoints, slides, and also you have YouTube. You open the YouTube, listen it 3-4 times, and then you have the PowerPoints. You should try to give a presentation back home in your institution. You must do it, and that will really benefit all others who were not fortunate enough as you are to have got the advantage of being part of this training program. So this will really help. And what Dr. Hanu Pappu said, this morning about, this was another concern in my presentation. When I was looking at the data, almost 60% of our students, they get into ARS. Rest 30% they get into state universities. Another 5% into state jobs. Hardly we produce any entrepreneurs. Nobody, we are more than happy to work for somebody as an employee, but we never ever venture to start something on our own. And that is one thing that has been critically missing in the agricultural education system, which is not so in case of IITs if you go. Today, if we have a number of entrepreneurship development programs in agriculture, and if you look at the profile, almost 90% of those people are IIT graduates. They are coming to work in agriculture, all agriculture related projects, whether it is artificial intelligence or big data or machine learning, whatever you talk. But those are the people who are coming up and picking up problems. So we have our strength in terms of assessing the problems, providing a biological solution to the problem, and we should try to find the matching partner, and that should become somewhere the part of our overall education system to develop entrepreneurship. That will be very, very important, and each divisions have to look into this. As far as nutrition is concerned, it is such an important topic. Looking at the global hunger index, India stands at 102nd position, and 100 is the worst rating. So we are above 100. Even countries like Bangladesh, Nepal, Bhutan, they are far better than India. So this is a matter, and that is when we are losing 35 to 40% of our fresh fruits and vegetables. We are losing about 15% of our cereals. We are producing, we are not able to add value, we are not able to protect it and provide good nutrition. Biofortification was talked a lot, and we have to also develop system. I mentioned my, the inaugural day, that when we take a pill of iron in the morning, those who have iron deficiency, a bottle of 100 capsule cost 400 rupees. So per capsule you are paying 4 rupees. Look at the value of iron that it contains is 20 milligram. So we are paying 20 milligram for 20 milligram iron 4 rupees. That means per milligram of iron we are paying 20 paise. Now when we elevate the iron level in a pearl millet variety from 30 milligram per kg to 60 milligram per kg, so 30 into 20 paise, it comes 6 rupees per kilogram of iron value that is added in 1 kilogram of pearl millet. Now policy makers have never thought in terms of fixing the minimum support price, looking into what nutrition is carried in the grains. So if you take that into account, then for 1 quintal 100 kg, you need 600 additional price for a biofortified variety of pearl millet over the normal varieties. Then farmers will have some incentive to grow that. And so the whole system of production, procurement, processing, value addition, and linking with the consumer has to be done. Otherwise, these products, they will not see the light of day, because ultimately, who is going to grow them? It is the farmer who has to grow. And if farmer does not have any advantage, he will not grow it. So this is a major casualty. Of course, this is a policy matters. I have been talking about it with the Niti Aayog, and hopefully, I think once they understand, and they have to be told in a manner I just explained, the value of nutrition. If we have to take India from 102nd rank to up there at say first 20 somewhere, then these things have to be really taken very seriously. And with that, I would like to wish each one of you great success ahead in your career. And anytime you please feel free to contact us if you have any problem related to research, academics. If you want to do some part of your work here, we can always do on a bilateral basis. We would like to have more interaction of the kind that we have with Dr. Hanu Pappu. I was just mentioning that now Government of India, MHRD, has started a program called GYAN, that is Global Initiative for Academic Networks. And this provides sufficient funding, inviting faculty from outside, their travel cost, their stay cost, remuneration, and everything. In each area, we have to identify such faculties and then make use of this kind of programs that are available by the government. So thank you very much. Thanks a lot for giving this opportunity.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for your kind words. Now I request my colleague and coordinator, Dr. Suneha Goswami, to give formal vote of thanks.
So, very good afternoon, everyone. Before giving vote of thanks, I request Head Division of Biochemistry to kindly felicitate our Director, Sir, Dr. A.K. Singh, Sir, with her Nutri basket.
This carries nutrition from biochemistry division. Has some portion of soluble fiber coming from barley. So we got a scientist, Sneh Narwal. Recently she joined as a principal scientist from Wheat and Barley Institute. So now we are taking that also into our kitty. So this is full of nutrition.
Now, ma'am, please felicitate Dr. Anupam Verma, Sir, National Professor and former Dean, with a Nutri basket. Dr. Rashmi, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. So it's indeed a great privilege to propose a vote of thanks on this valedictory function of NAHAP Caste Training Program. On behalf of Head of Division Dr. Shelly Praveen and Training Coordinator Dr. Ranjit Ranjan Kumar, and on my own behalf, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to the Chief Guest of today's function, Dr. A.K. Singh Sir, Director ICAR IRI, for accepting our invitation in spite of his busy schedule and sharing his valuable inputs with us. Sir, your gracious presence in today's valedictory function is source of great inspiration to all of us. Thank you, sir. I also place on record my sincere gratitude to the guest of honor of today's function, Dr. Anupam Verma, Sir, former Dean and National Professor, for sparing his valuable time and words of encouragement. Thank you, sir. I also convey my heartfelt thanks to Dr. Rashmi Agrawal, Ma'am, Dean and Joint Director Education, PG School IRI, for her gracious presence on this valedictory function. Thank you, ma'am. It is a matter of immense pride for me to convey my gratitude to Dr. C. Vishwanathan, PI, NAHAP Caste Training Program, School Coordinator, School of Basic Science, IRI, and Head Division of Plant Physiology, IRI, for his support and encouragement. Although he is not today here, but he deserves for that. I also extend my sincere gratitude to all the core committee members, NAHAP Caste Training Program, for blessing today's function with your presence. Thank you, sir. I am extremely grateful to our respected Head of Division, Dr. Shelly Praveen Ma'am, for her constant guidance and support in each and every steps of this training program. Ma'am, we are thankful to you for all the support and motivation in successfully completing this training program. Thank you, ma'am. I would like to express my gratitude to Dr. Anil Dahuja, sir, Professor, Division of Biochemistry, IRI, for being with us in almost every event of this training program and encouraging us. Thank you, sir. Teamwork divides the task and multiplied the success. I am grateful to the coordinator and my colleague, Dr. Ranjit Ranjan Kumar, for his hand-in-hand cooperation and support throughout the training program. Thank you, Dr. Ranjan. This training would not be successful if I won't thank all my wonderful trainees who are enthusiastically attended this training program. By wishing you all very best for your further endeavors, I once again thank you all for your participation and cooperation for this training program. I take this opportunity to thank all our faculty members from Division of Biochemistry, especially Dr. Archana Sachdev ma'am, Dr. Suresh Kumar, Dr. Archana Singh ma'am, Dr. Sneh Narwal ma'am, Dr. Vinutha, Dr. Veda, and Dr. Shweta Kumari, and invited guests from various divisions of IRI and other institutes, especially Dr. N.K. Singh sir, Dr. Srinivasan sir, Dr. Dinesh Kumar, Dr. Tara Satyavati, Dr. Divakar Singh, Dr. Gyan Prakash Mishra, Dr. Jambulkar, Dr. Bhupender Singh, Dr. Sunil K. Jha, and Dr. Venkateshwarlu sir for their valuable contribution in delivering lectures and conducting practical sessions. Thank you all. I would like to extend my gratitude to today's speaker, our special guest, Dr. Hanu Pappu sir, for giving such a mind-opening talk for our youngsters. Thank you, sir. I would also like to thank all our technical staffs who stood as a backbone support in successfully conducting this training program, especially Narendra ji, Navita Bansal, Prachi Tyagi, Dr. Monica Jolie, Mrs. Raja Rani, and Shankar ji for all possible logistic support towards this training program. I would also like to place my heartfelt thanks to all the administrative staff and supporting staff for their help and support. I also take this opportunity to thank all our students, RA, SRFs who have actively cooperated and in successfully completion of this training program. Last but not least, I want to place my acknowledgement to one and all who have directly or indirectly involved in this training program. At last, as a Green Plant initiative, I request all the participants to kindly drop this plastic iCard cover into the green basket which is kept outside. Thank you all. Now I request all of you to kindly join us for a high tea followed by a photograph, group photograph. Thank you.